Well, despite the dire situation in parts of the country, many foreigners have decided to stay put in the hope that peace will soon be restored. Joining me now is Sara Pantuliano. She's with the Overseas Development Institute and was part of the UNDP's Sudan Peace Initiative. You've been watching those pictures with me. I mean, it's a very, very terrible situation, but what are the regional implications of the fighting in South Sudan?
I mean, clearly the most immediate repercussion is the number of refugees that are crossing the border, which create an immediate burden for neighboring countries in terms of, having to take care of their needs and, getting aid to them as soon as possible. But long term, there could be implications for stability as well as alliances start to shift and, power bases get created across the border. Well,
you talk about alliances shifting. I mean, what can the countries around them around South Sudan do to try and ensure peace? We'll talk about the peace process or the peace talks in Ethiopia later, but are we seeing any alliances between the two groups by countries, by regional countries?
But clearly, Uganda has stepped in, to support the president in South Sudan. I mean, there is a lot of reports of Ugandan troops having been deployed in South Sudan. They're unconfirmed reports, but, there's a lot of allegations that this is the case. Clearly, that is a development that needs monitoring.
And what about this peace process in Addis Ababa? How confident are you that it will be successful?
Not particularly confident, definitely not in the immediate term. I think we're already seeing, that the talks are struggling. There are mediators now in Juba. They're trying to, push forward with the process taken to the level of Juba. I think right now a shuttle, mediation between the various parties involved may be more effective. The peace process that, has the danger of becoming very long and drawn out. What we need is an immediate, halt to the fighting. It's essential, to restore some level of stability in the country.
Thank you very much, Sara Pantuliano from the ODI. Thanks for joining us here in the studio.